So today's topic is lines of credit and whose money is it? So lines of credit, whose money is it? So way too often we meet business owners that are treating and using their line of credit, no disrespect, as if it's a candy store. And lines of credit, a line of credit is a demand loan. It is a bank-issued demand loan tied to typically a formula, right? Receivables, inventory, some type of formula, that you have to provide a certificate or borrower's-based certificate or some type of representation once a month that you're within covenant or within formula. What a line of credit is not designed to do is to cover losses. Lines of credit are designed to be temporary working capital loans, temporary funding for working capital. So we recently worked with a business owner up in Michigan, and he was doing about $7.5 million a year, and he was a manufacturer. And in 2015 had lost about $80,000. In 2014 had lost about $130,000. And in the first quarter of 2016 had lost about $25,000. And when we were walking through with him how he should be looking at his line of credit and not using it to fund losses, he just kept arguing with us that he had a great relationship with his bank. They understood his business. We didn't understand. And ultimately what happened is the relationship manager and the credit manager at the bank butted heads, because the credit manager just got tired of seeing losses and in effect didn't call the loan but demanded that our client get out of the bank within 90 days. At that point, the client engaged with us and we started to put together a plan to address the issues. We got a 60-day forbearance on the 90 days, then we got a second 60-day forbearance, then we got a third 60-day forbearance. And what that actually did is it gave us about 3 to 6 months to improve margins, drive revenue, get together a plan to collect receivables on time, and effectively within 4 or 5 months we had paid down that line of credit. We had gotten the client to pay down the line of credit by almost 50%. And what that accomplished is it gave the client credibility back with the bank. So if you have a line of credit and you're using it, it's a great tool. But you need to understand that, number one, it's a demand loan. Number two, it should be tied to performance. Number three, it's temporary. Number four, if you can't pay it down, you've got a problem. And number five, way too often we see banks requiring personal guarantees on that line of credit. You need to look at what you're signing personally to support that line of credit. And if you can't pay it down, you need to say to yourself, I might have a problem here. In fact, if you can't pay down your line of credit, you do have a problem, and you need to address it. So a line of credit, not your money, it's the bank's money. How to use it prudently makes sense, great tool, but you need to make sure you understand it's not your money, and you need to pay it down from time to time.